Somehow, Bleacher Report just reported the perfect trade idea for Cameron Johnson to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and this comes off the heels of Isaiah Hartenstein now being out for at least a week with some sort of calf injury. And this package mainly surrounds Isaiah Joe, and I don't really know how to feel about it. And just to be frank, I don't know how to feel about trading anyone for Cam Johnson. All right, like I know I talked about Wiggins for a little bit. He's really turning around and has like a second coming in this second half of the NBA season. Ever since he took that Charlotte trip back home to play against the Hornets, he's looked like a completely different player than he did that first half of the season, and I think he's safe from any trades. Now, Isaiah Joe, he did have a great game against New York Knicks, dropping 31 points, but, you know, he's been very inconsistent and had a really bad game against the Washington Wizards of all teams as well. So that's not a good sign. Kenrich Williams has been losing minutes, and I don't think he's going to play come playoff time anyways. So he could be a potential trade, like main piece of a trade. I do know Ousmane Dieng will be a part of any trade for Cameron Johnson. I know that for a fact. All right, the Thunder do try to go get him. Ousmane Dieng has to be in the deal as they want a young player in return to kind of mold and be a part of the team for long-term success. And of course, potentially multiple first-round picks. I see us trading away 2 first-round picks, but this trade has only one that could end up working out. So we're going to break down what Bleacher Report had to say for this perfect trade scenario for Cameron Johnson. I know that's kind of crazy to say. Bleacher Report barely has any perfect trade ideas whatsoever, but this time they finally do. Before we get into all of that, though, just a quick moment to recognize that somehow now 71% of you guys that keep going back and watching these videos are not subscribed to the channel. We were at like 68 the other day. Then all of a sudden I checked today and we're at 71. I don't know what happened. We didn't lose subscribers, we gained some. That just means more of you guys are now watching these videos. So if you enjoy the content that you're putting out here, you're hitting that like button, you're watching every single video that comes out here, but yet you're not subscribed, why not, man? You're coming back on a regular basis, and it's the best way to support the channel and help us reach our yearly goal of 10,000 subs now, all right, in 2025, trying to hit that goal. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into today's content, talking about all that we've been, a whole little cycle on Cameron Johnson. If you guys know, I'm a big believer of him coming to Oklahoma City. I think the fact that it's been quiet, there's been no new rumors or reports that Oklahoma City or some other team are pursuing Johnson. Usually when Oklahoma City is about to go get someone, it goes radio silent. So that's why I think this is going to happen in the next few days. I'm going to go ahead and say it right here, all right? Use me right here. The Oklahoma City Thunder are landing Cameron Johnson in the next few days. I don't know if that's tomorrow, after the Nets game that they have in a few days on like the 19th or so, but it's going to happen. I will say that for certainty. The Oklahoma City Thunder are going to trade for Cameron Johnson. You heard it here first. And where I first saw this Bleacher Report trade idea, all right, now I'm off my little soapbox there, was actually from one of the more well-known Twitter accounts for the Thunder fans. Unironically, his name is not an OKC fan. He is a huge OKC fan, and I love following him on Twitter and checking out his stuff, so go check out his stuff as well. But this was the trade. Thunder received Cameron Johnson. Brooklyn Nets receive Isaiah Joe, Dylan Jones, Ousmane Dieng, 2025 first-round pick, top 6 protected via Philadelphia 76ers. Honestly, I consider this a steal, considering the fact that we don't have to give up multiple first-round picks. That's why I think this is a perfect trade. And yeah, it would suck to give up Isaiah Joe. However, I think we can all agree, Ousmane Dieng, Dylan Jones, they don't ever play, okay? And Isaiah Joe, yeah, he does play. He gets 18 minutes a game. I think we can consider Cameron Johnson a significant upgrade over Isaiah Joe, all right? There are multiple reasons for that, but the big reason is this is what Greg Schwartz over at Bleacher Report had to say. With Chet Holmgren still out nursing a hip injury, the Thunder have been without a reliable third scorer behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams. Johnson would become this missing piece as his 19.5 points on 43% percent shooting from 3 this season have both been career highs. At 6'8", he's versatile enough to play either forward position, allowing the Thunder to go big or small depending on what the situation calls for. He really is a reliable option no matter what when you think about what the Thunder are trying to go for here. I mean, great player all around, all right? Great player. It's just the packages that are always being proposed, whether it's from me, other reporters, Bleacher Report, ESPN, these, proposed packages that they would do. No matter what, it's going to include someone that we as fans don't want to give up. I don't want to give up Isaiah Joe or Kenrich Williams because of the emotions we have attached to them. But if we want a championship, it would be best to do one of those trades involving one of those two players. Just at the end of the day, it would be best to do that. And Cameron Johnson, many people are saying would move the needle for them to be true contenders. I think Oklahoma City's already a true contender. I think this moves the needle for them to be the team to beat in a 7-game series. I think with Cameron Johnson on the Thunder, no team beats OKC in a healthy series in 7 games. All right, it finishes in 5. They might squeak out 1 against Oklahoma City. I am dead serious about that. And look at the stats as well, all right? The stats really do say it, okay? Averaging 19.6 points per game. He has 4 rebounds, 3 assists, all right? Not the best defender in the world. He's almost averaging a steal a game, all right? He's like, I'll go ahead and say he's not the best defender, but he's not a bad defender. He's an all right defender. Does this team really need more defenders is the question. All right, they don't. There's plenty of defenders on the team. He's averaging less than 2 turnovers a game, less than 2 fouls a game, 50% from the field, 43% from 3. He's 6'8". He's still relatively young. He's in the prime of his career, 28 years old. 52% on corner threes, which is where I think the Thunder would utilize him the most. All right, off of screens, drawing in his defender for help, and then finding him open the corner. 90% of his threes are assisted. 58% of all his shots are three-pointers. The assisted threes is what really stands out to me as well, okay? That's what really stands out to me. That's something else people often forget is he brings championship experience. He didn't win one, but he's made the finals and has made the playoffs multiple times. All right, brings final experience, knows what it takes to win in the playoffs, which it never hurts to add more of that along with a 20-point per game scorer like Cameron Johnson. He might not be the 20-point per game scorer when this team is healthy as the 4th option on the team, but if Chet, Dub, or Shai are having an off night, having him as your 4th option and kind of have to step up as a 3rd option or even 2nd option, that's nice to have. Those are the 2 big things that I see with him. Also with Isaiah Joe, it's not like he's been absolutely fantastic this year. All right, like we can go ahead, look at his stats right here. All right, these are his season stats throughout his career. His best season came in 2022, 2023. He took it down, a little bit of a hit the following year. That is also because he was playing 1 less minute. But he's playing, a minute more than in 2022, 2023. Still not averaging 9.5 points. He's still averaging almost a point lower than that. He's shooting a second to worst career and 3-point percentage and 36.5%. Shooting around 6 a game, only making 2. Not the best numbers right there. 40% from the field. That's okay. We'll live with that. But in 20 minutes, he's just got to be a little bit better. He's supposed to be this 3-point threat. Almost all of his shots are 3-pointers, but yet they're not really falling all that often this season. He's averaging 2.6 rebounds a game, 1.4 assists, almost a steal a game, same around Cameron Johnson there. Very similar. He's not the best defender in the world, but he's not the worst. He's just meh. He's mediocre is what it is, okay? He's been playing down. When you look at the game logs as well, it kind of shows that. Here are the game logs since the NBA Cup championship game, all right? Look at it here. He had a decent game against Memphis, going 4 of 9, 3 of 8 from 3. Okay, looked like he stepped up a little bit. Then the next game is like, did he really step up? 3 of 6 from 3. Okay, that's solid right there. Defensively, not the greatest game. Didn't really do much outside of shooting the 3 ball. 1 of 4 from 3 against the Knicks. Not good at all. 2 of 5. Okay, you live with that. But once again, what was he doing outside of shooting? Not really much defensively. 2 of 6 against Cleveland. Could have been better. In 25 minutes, he only got up 6 shots and only made 2. Got to be better than that. 30 minutes against the Knicks, he absolutely went off. I won't deny that, okay? I won't deny. He went crazy against the New York Knicks. But then you go against the Wizards, and you only have 7 points. You go 1 of 6 from 3, 3 of 10 from the field in 20 minutes of play. It was like he was trying too much because he just had a hot game. And I get it. You had a hot game, all right? But when you recognize you aren't shooting well, stop shooting the ball. And this has been a common theme from him for the whole season. Look at this Pacers game on the 26th of December, all right? 1 of 7 from 3. You're shooting bad. Why keep shooting it? That is my thing. If you recognize you're not making a shot, try to get the dude that is making a shot, okay? He hasn't been a reliable 3-point shooter this entire year. Look at that stretch when he only made 1 a game, all right? That's how many games in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row. He only made 1 3. He went a combined 5, if my math is correct there. I'm trying to do math real quick. 27. 5 of 27 in that 5-game stretch. Absolutely abysmal, okay? Granted, he went 8 of 11, career best from 3 against the Knicks, but I mean, 1 of 6 against the Wizards right there. That other Wizards game, 1 of 5. Like, he just is not a reliable option. He isn't. I get he's coming off the bench, but he just hasn't been reliable. That's my biggest thing with him. He hasn't been reliable, and I think we can all agree Cameron Johnson is a much better player than Isaiah Joe. That is the point I'm getting at for these trades. No matter what, even if it's Kenrich Williams, I'd still say the same thing. Cameron Johnson is better than Kenrich Williams, all right? The only other two players to be given up are Ousmane Dieng and Dylan Jones, and those are guys that are not going to play at all. They won't get playoff minutes. They're not even getting minutes right now. Ousmane Dieng didn't even travel with the team on this road trip. They had him stay back in the G League. Alex Dukas and Brandon Carlson were getting more minutes than him on this road trip. That is like my whole point with it. Everyone still believes in Ousmane Dieng. I don't understand why. He's never going to play. He's never going to play for this team. All right? That's just a fact of the matter. Isaiah Joe, I get it. We have emotional value to him. Okay, I understand that. I love the guy. When he's on, he's on. But how often has he been on this year? How often? 5 games? And we've played 40-something now? That's the point I'm trying to get at, okay? We played 40-something games, and he's only been on for about 5 of them. Can't have that. Cameron Johnson, he's been on for almost every single one besides like 5. Okay? I'd rather have that guy on my team than the other one that's been only on for 5 games. That's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys thought about that proposed trade from Bleacher Report, as I truly think that would be the perfect trade for Cameron Johnson. Or you guys at this point just like shut up about Cameron Johnson? All right, it's been so long. I understand it, but when we have more news about him coming out, I always got to report on it, because I truly think that would be the move that secures OKC a championship this season and potentially a 2-peat. All right, that's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.